recording here. So today we do another flyer, okay? And then tomorrow we do a web landing page, okay? So let's do an actual flyer together. I got a gig yesterday. So let's do another A5 flyer together. So we're doing A5, okay? And we're keeping it in portraits. Let's leave it in RGB for now. And here we do inches, okay? So in the last class, we had used some techniques. Let me just review that class a little bit before we start today's class. Let's just wait for that to come up. This is okay. So in the last class we made this. And we use some techniques here. We add the shadow, we added texture to text and to the background. We use a bit of eraser to clean, to feather the ladies' hair. And we brought this from online. So a little, simple techniques, but, technical, not just. And then we created a shadow for the lady, as you can see. I'm just going to undo that to return our shadow back. Undo. That's not good. Okay. So today, let's create another poster, something more, okay. Okay, I was saying that let's create an actual poster. What do I mean by actual poster? So I got this gig, I think 2 days ago or so, to create a poster for a pastry startup. So I'm just gonna, let's do my first solution together. I don't know if that's gonna be the final solution I give to the client or not, but let's just do one solution together, okay? Can I get audio so I know that we are following the class? Hello? Hello, people? Hello? Audio, let me know we're following the class.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, good. Good. Just give me a minute while I change my location. Where I am has become a bit too hot for me. So let me go to somewhere I can get some cool. Okay. Let me stop recording here so I don't get all this audio into it. What happened actually? Sorry about that. Okay. Macklin. Hello?
Hello, I can hear you now.
Yeah, good. So sorry about that. I think it was a mistake from my end. I just touched something and boom, I messed everything up. Okay, so what we want to do is add a glow behind our cupcake, and we're going to put that glow on this glow layer. We're going to need to increase, again, this is a brush. You can bring it from here, or you can go to Windows and go to brushes, and this is going to come up, okay? Let me just make sure I'm recording. Okay, fine. So let's increase the size of our brush. Let's use the one that is here and familiar. To increase the size of our brush, we can, if you turn it all the way up, you're going to get 5,000. Bring it down a little bit, maybe around 500. And if it's a brush that is not basic, you can actually rotate it here, but we don't need to rotate this particular brush. Probably 500 was too much or something. I don't know. Why is my screen hanging? Come on, what's going on? Okay, so let's just make this big. There we go. Then we need more of that, something. Boom. So we're just going to reduce the opacity of that, so it acts as a glow around it. So opacity to 50, like so. And V to go back to our move tool. I always like to do that. Now let's do some retouching. I think we should make our cake a bit bigger. So this is joined, so we can drag this like so. Okay. And then we can make our glow a lot bigger now. We can do that too to the glow. Awesome. And probably increase the opacity a little more. I think we should make our glow yellow, something like this cream or something also. But we moved on for that already. So there we go. Okay, so let's work on our cake. Let's make it pop a little bit. To do that, we need to add what is called adjustment layers. And the way to do that is to come here to this half moon thing and select some of these. So the first adjustment layer is curves, no, levels. Let's do levels first. And the way you work with levels is if you take this up, you're gonna darken things. And because we just want to affect this cake, we're gonna have to select this little button here. Okay. I'm just gonna make my properties window pop out a little bit. So if you select this little button, it's just whatever you do is just gonna affect the cake. So you see the cake is going a bit darker. If you bring this one up, the cake is gonna go a lot brighter. So what levels does is to affect the opacity. I mean, affect contrast. That's what I meant to say. So levels will touch up your contrast. And yeah, good. So let's add one more, and that will be curves. Again, let's make sure it's affecting just that one. Let's boop that one up and punch this down a little bit. So now our cake is much more visible. I think I want to put that to the side here, somewhere there, something. There we go. Okay, so that's good. I think I like our cake now. And what else? Okay, our cake doesn't need shadow because we are assuming it's floating in air and popping. So the next thing we need is a bit of a logo and all that. But since I don't have a logo, I'm just gonna go ahead and look at the brief a little bit and try not to share that. So I'm gonna go back and just share my Photoshop while I look at the brief. Okay. So I think the brief states Jolly Foods and Confectionery. So now I didn't make a logo for this, and they didn't give me a logo. So we're just gonna write Jolly Foods for now, pending the time I make a logo for them later. So Jolly, again, I want us to change that to the right, probably Jolly Foods. And since it's food, we probably don't want to use a sans serif. We should probably use something like script, something like Alex Brush or something, okay? So let's bring up our properties, sorry. So bring up properties. I'm gonna rewrite this to make sure that it's not all capital. So now it's not all capital, but the font we're using right now says capital. So we're gonna look for Alex Brush. I believe we all downloaded it that day, Alex. Let me just try brush. Okay, great. Looks like I didn't install my Alex Brush even though I downloaded it. And that would have been perfect for this. Such a shame. Okay, so let's look for something else. in my font list. You can go ahead and use any font you want. Hopefully something better than what I'm about to use here, because I'm not sure I have enough interesting script fonts. I've been doing a lot of web work recently, so I've not been paying attention to script and all that. So I've not been gathering enough scripts. While I have a lot of fonts somewhere on this system, if I install everything, then my system is going to lag. And that's the thing you should learn. Don't install too many fonts on your laptop. Just install them as you need. Because if you install thousands of fonts on your laptop at the same time, then your system is going to lag. It's going to slow down considerably. So that's something that can happen, and watch out for that. You know what? Let's use this one, and probably not the greatest, but that's fine. So we're just gonna say Jolly Foes. Should probably move this down a little bit. No, let's move it up. That's fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna say Jolly. Should probably use that pink. I don't think it works. Yeah, it doesn't work now. Let's leave it red. So let's write in the rest of the name, and we can use Great Vibes. Let's use Century Gothic. Oh, no. Yeah, that's the thing. You must always be ready to type before you go and change the font. Otherwise, you change the font on what you had before. Maybe let's go with Baby Nail, if I can get it to work. So now we need to type foods and confectionaries, if I can still spell confectionaries. All right. So we're just gonna say jelly foods and confectionaries. Yeah, I'm not liking that font, so let's just go with Century Gothic. And this is gonna go small, like so, and probably black would be better. Nah, that's fine for now. Okay. So jelly foods and confectionaries, and then they gave me some more to copy the product, small chops these days, meat pie, and up to that. Okay. So I'm just gonna say we sell or available. I'm just gonna say available now. Okay. And the color of that's gonna be white. There we go. I'm gonna change that font to somewhere around 12, like so. Yep. So I'm gonna draw line. Lines are tricky in Photoshop. I hope I can get it to work well. Very, very tricky in Photoshop. So let's see if I got a line. Oh, good for me. I got a line, but it's too thick. So I'm gonna press U, and I'm gonna go to this H, which is the height, and change that to 3. Good. So now it's tiny. I'm gonna duplicate it and bring it under. So I'm just gonna say available now. And then I'm gonna make a list of all those available items they wanted me to do. Awesome. Available now, small chops, this, that's. Yep. Should probably write that in black or something. No, doesn't go. So let's leave it as white. But a way you can quickly change your text is to come here under your type setting. CSS will not show you this way, but you need to open it up. You need to click something here, somewhere there or so, and it's gonna bring the rest of this type options. I can make it all capitals if I want, or I can just do this. Close that up. Make it all capitals, but keep it small. Yeah. Available now. We have all of this in stock. Yeah. Maybe available now should be a bit smaller so that other things can get a bit bigger, right? So let's keep available now at around 9 points. There we go. Let's just, this line, let's bring that up. Let's select available now and just bring that up. And this lines, let's select the two, press U, and let's just change the height. Okay, so that's not good. I think it wants us to change the height one at a time. So let's change that to 2 and select this and change the height of that to 2. By the way, whenever I press U, I'm simply saying come back and select it. And that's the way you can edit. And then let's come here to this and change that font to say 16. And let's break it up to 2 steps. And let's make sure that the paragraph is center, like so. So this is a simpler one than yesterday, but it also shows us some new techniques, some things we haven't learned before. I think we change this to 18. Okay, there we go. So I like how the small font against the big font is contrasting. Probably put this at 24. Okay, so let's change our 11 to 24 too. So there's a bit of room there for everyone to read. Good. Available now at Jolly Foods and Confectionaries. You should probably look for a better logo for that, but for now we'll go with that. Okay, how many people are in class? Nobody. Oh, wow. Okay. So the last thing we're gonna do is just bring in the phone. Yeah. And quickly we're gonna come to here and just get phone PNG, something like that. And we just want to get this one. No, this would do fine, I think. No, let's get this one because I like the old look I'm doing it so far. So let's save that. Good. Now let's close that up. I realized I didn't share how I got the phone there. So let me just change my share settings so you can see how I was able to go get the phone. So let's share screen. So I came here, I input phone PNG, I selected this one, downloaded it. That's all. I saved it, basically. So I'm just gonna go to my page. We have got my things. And let's try and bring in that phone. Okay. So let's bring that in. Let's push it down a little. It's gonna come here because the phone is gonna kind of bring 2 stacks. Yeah, we have less than a minute for this to close up, and I'm just gonna stop share and end class.